It's your boy Elijah X coming at you. We are presently, as the recording of this video, 4 days out from the election, and I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys, mano, you people. And this is, of course, all elections are important, but this one has significant ramifications for the future of our nation. And I believe something that we all happen to be missing out on. Maybe not all, because obviously, this is why this channel exists and whatnot. I'm not here to demonize the left side. And if I do aim at someone on the left side, you could be damn sure I'm going to, apply name to said person and whoever's causing the troubles that's afflicting our people. You can't really say that about a lot of the folks on the left. I mean, you can also just backtrack to the garbage comment, obviously made by Joe Biden, which effectively calls half of our nation just trash people. Democrats are running on emotion. They are fear mongering and ultimately just getting everyone riled up to justify whatever malicious intent that they are currently operating towards. They can obviously see Kamala is not doing well. They have internal polling just like anyone else, and it's becoming evident in the public polls that Trump is starting to pull I don't know if I would say necessarily ahead, because the public polls obviously disclose that they're neck and neck. That's further from the case. Just check out Rasmussen polls. And that's been one of the most concrete sources for as long as I've been breathing this fine oxygen on Earth. But the left have this odd tendency, because they really don't like Donald, because they get these super cut edited clips of off color comments that he made, but they're all taken out of context and put together in this digital mashup and shipped directly to your preferred method of viewership. My thing is, we've lived in a digital age for quite some time now, and even if you're older, I know damn well people know what an edited clip looks like. You can tell the different tones from different clips being spliced to another one because the volumes are different. You can tell that people weren't in the present location that's being presented on the screen by what they're saying. There's so much. I never thought I would witness the propaganda machine churn out so much garbage, but maybe it's just because I'm finally of a respectable adult age, being 34. But it's really despicable. A lot of the Kamala ads in general, and the machine, of course, the mainstream media is working lockstep right behind her, but literally they are putting blatant lies on the television ad nauseum. These can be checked, but back to the digital conversation, we know these things can be done, but people still take the stuff they get on their networks at face value. We know the technology exists to research and fact check shit because we rely on fact checks from other sources without doing our due diligence. It's human nature. We just ingest whatever's thrown at us first. But I wasn't born to be Kirby. So, for these quote unquote joyful warriors, it's utterly despicable the way that they've been conducting themselves throughout this campaign and their intent behind everything. They've definitely had malicious intent. Calling Trump a Hitler, pretty much sweeping his assassination attempts under the rug, targeting his family members, including his youngest son Barron as well. A lot of the stuff the Democrats have been accusing Trump of he was going to do when he assumes office, they're currently doing it. They have been doing it. And they will continue to do so as long as they have power within their hands, which is why this election itself is a lot more important than it may seem on the surface. Now, I have people who say, oh, well, it doesn't really matter who's in there. All politicians are the same. What people seem to forget is that Donald Trump was not a fucking politician. Nor was he initially a Republican. His party abandoned him. Why the hell do you think Tulsi Gabbard's over there? Why do you think RFK Jr. is over there? There's even I never voted before, and there's so many, what do they call us? Low propensity voters. I've seen so many videos, people even up in their 60s, who have never voted in their life, who have done their due diligence, and have gone against their grain to vote for Donald Trump. I tell you something. Being objectively honest with yourself, or objectively honest in general, there is no other option than Donald Trump. Kamala is a sociopathic liar. She is a liar. Her genealogy is fake. That autobiography is fake. It even says that the family members pictured in there, a lot of them aren't actually family members, and small lettering in the book. The book's not written by her. It's written by someone else. That's also in small lettering. She's lying in your face, literally lying in your face. Now, considering she was the border czar, there is no feasible way to allow her to get away with what she's done to our country. And if you think allowing illegal immigrants is not into our country unvetted and on parole without them going through some kind of systematic check to make sure that they're fine, you are the problem. People always, oh, well, we're made up, or a country made up of immigrants. Slow your low IQ ass the fuck down. The immigrants that have brought value to this country are the ones who have been properly vetted and went through the proper channels and learned about our country. They learned about our history. They learned what made us great, and they assimilated, and they pledge allegiance under the great flag that is currently behind me. They're not fucking running into the country. They're not jumping fucking gates. They're not going through fences that are on the ground. They're not swimming through dangerous waters being aimed at by Border Patrol agents. They're going through the legal channels to be taken into the country and accepted as the equal and citizens that we are, that we're given birthright. We grant them that amnesty because they show enough attention, love, and hope for the future to become like us. When you don't vet people, that's when you get those 13,000 criminals. That's when you get a dead Laken Riley. That's why these people are getting murdered, essayed, completely devastated. Now, Trinidad Aragua, TDA, that's also been labeled a terrorist organization down in Texas, they're no longer just in border cities. They are in New York City. They are in California, and they even started in Colorado, which is where I am. But the fact that they're so spread around this around this country is bonkers. It's bonkers. And according to these sources, there in New York City alone, there have been 517 cases involving the TDA. Now, when these illegals get detained, They can't send them down the ice and deport them, so they release them back on the street. TDA is bolstering its numbers inside of our borders because Kamala left that shit open. And even when she said they slowed down, they were flying them into cities, including New York. She keeps saying she's going to attack, fix the economy and grocery costs by price gouging, fixing price gouging, blah, blah, fucking blah. I'm tired of hearing her say what she's going to do, what she can do, and what she will do when she's had more than enough time. And Joe came out when he was sitting on The View and said that he gave her as much power that he had in order to get these things accomplished. She signed off on so many damn tie-breaking votes that it could probably make your head spin if you were just looking at all of it. And obviously, the results of these tie-breaking votes haven't really done anything great for us, right? That's not Trump's fault. People aiming 7 years into the past to say, oh, what's happening 4 years after that, that's his... No. You guys aren't taking accountability for your lackluster performance and leadership. You're projecting. This is why everything that she's saying he's going to do is what they're doing. They weaponized the Department of Justice against him so many damn times. So many damn times. He's a felon. He's a felon. No, they're targeting him and trying to find something to stick. They're just throwing shit at the wall. Otherwise, he would be locked up, correct? We wouldn't even be having this discussion. So, people need to take their emotions out of the equation and do some research. Look into things because they're super cutting images onto video and audio to make it seem like Trump is aiming for some kind of ultimate purity plan or some sort. And this whole racist conversation is so played out. It's the dumbest thing ever. Don't listen to LeBron James. He's a freaking galoot. I don't even know what to call him. He's a doofus. What a fucking idiot. His IQ is straight in the goddamn doldrums. Don't listen to him. We need to make America again. We need shit to be made here. We need the plants back. We need to be able to lower our gas prices. We need people to be able to travel within the bounds of our nation and not feel oppressed. Because ultimately, that's what's going to happen if Kamala stays in office and gets what she wants. It's going to turn into a... Now, I wouldn't say a prison state. But if you think you're going to have as much amnesty to do what you want, you're wrong. You're completely wrong. And you're going to be in for a rude awakening, for certain. They've been trying to take male voices out of the equation for so long now that you guys don't know what it's like to hear the honest, straightforward, and direct truth. When you're exposed to truth that you don't want to hear, you get emotional. And it's fine to be a passionate person, but when you get emotional and just start slinging, bro, at some point, everybody on the outskirts and periphery are going to look at you and find out that you're fucking insane. Joyful warriors. How can she be a joyful warrior? You see how much hate she riles up at her rallies consistently? It's such a weird thing to say. And she says Donald Trump's solely focused on himself. She's encouraged people to go to his rallies. I encourage her to just watch one. Thoughts, comments, leave them. It's all love out here. I want to tell y'all, the left, We conservatives do not hate you. We don't hate you at all. If anything, we'd like to try to inform you a little bit more, and we figured you guys would have more of an open mind considering everything you do believe in. So let's begin to have the civil discourse that we need, regardless of the results of this election in the next coming 4 days. We need to start getting back to common ground and being able to have fruitful discussions without it devolving into disaster. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Be blessed and stay so.